Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Super Robot Wars. It's time to leave. Get your bags right now. I'm drunk and dead.
There's nothing controversial to really just open with this week. Well,
No, it's
nothing
just more
that's
fun to
relevant.
just say that.
I mean, I could say that one of our political parties over here has been accused of anti-Semitism, which I find interesting, but no one gives a shit about that. Anti-Semitism is so fucking 1945.
But, so actually, I mentioned this to Sabo. I'll mention while we're waiting. I'll mention this to you. So I did get to the point of the game of Crash Bandicoot 4 that you were talking about, where the difficulty where the difficulty spikes like really harshly.
Yeah, whereas the game's like, everything up to now is a challenge but manageable, and then it's like, fuck you!
Right after you beat Cortex.
Yeah, fuck you! It's basically what happens.
Yeah, and so like the game is honestly really good until you beat Cortex, and then they introduce the fucking terrible gravity shifting mechanic. And then the levels just become fuck you, we're Crash Bandicoot 1 now.
Oh,
You know, the best Crash Bandicoot game. Oh wait, no,
You
it's
ain't
not.
Got to the bullshit level then. Have you done the first one when you go to the future?
Yeah, I've done the first future level.
Yeah. Okay. You had the fun of that one.
You know what's funny is that the ones that were the one that involved the plane shifting mask wasn't as bad as, get this, just like I talked about a second ago, the gravity shifting one.
Oh, you think that? Wait till you get to the the final actual level of the game. Like the last bit is like just a gauntlet where you have to use all the masks, like basically like one after the other. So have fun.
I'm looking forward to that.
Enjoy playing the game, fuckface.
I got so kind of like the game has kind of hit that point where I'll play a level and be like, okay, that's enough Crash Bandicoot. Let me play something easier. Let me play Devil May Cry.
Well, it's because like with Devil May Cry, it's like everything. It feels. If I say this, it sounds a bit weird, but like with Devil May Cry, everything feels like skill based.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Crash Bandicoot feels like kind of feels like RNG, even though it's not.
Well, it's more of like that thing where you're more. It feels like the game definitely expects you to die a lot in Crash Bandicoot, which is probably why they had the modern thing set in. Which, by the way, when I get back to recording Crash Bandicoot, guess who's flicking that switch back to modern? Me, because I know it comes later.
Yep.
Like, I'm not doing a 100% playthrough on either of them, because I'm not fucking crazy. But, either way, I would like to not have game overs, thank you.
Game over, yeah.
It's like playing Crash 1 all over again, except it's actually, it's more like playing short versions of Stormy Ascent. You know, that fun chestnut, Stormy Ascent. The greatest level that was removed from the game, and then they decided to bring back an Insane Trilogy. Why? Why does Crash Bandicoot hate me when I love him so much?
Because Crash Bandicoot is Dark Souls now.
Shut up.
No, but like as I said, I'm pretty sure that exact quote is the reason Crash 4's challenge is designed the way it is.
I will say, though, I do like the boss fights in the game. Which I don't typically say about a Crash Bandicoot game.
It's probably as good as you can really get out of Crash Bandicoot bosses.
Yeah. But,
Just 'cause...
But yeah, no, I do still like the game a lot, but, when we eventually do our best games of the year thing, I'm not gonna lie, the last bit hurt its position a good bit. Because it's really fucking irritating.
I'm kind of in the same thing.
Like,
though I admit,
at one point I was like, so my number one has been, my number one is going to be an obvious pick when we do it, and I don't think it's moving, to be honest. To the point where I think my top picks are going to be so obvious that I'm actually going to, when we do our list, I'm going to do it in reverse order.
I'm pretty sure it will be top spot on my thing, but it kind of depends on a few things, but so we'll see. Because the real question is how I'm going to measure everything else. Because I've always been I keep having this thing where RE3 just keeps slipping down the fucking thing on rankings on mine. Like it was at like number 3 at the start, and then it's gone down to 4, and then 5, and now it's like,
Like my number 1 has just sat there looking pretty since the game came out, and I played through it several times. It's just been sitting there, unthreatened by anything. Like there was a point where, like when I first started playing Crash, I was like, huh, maybe there's a challenger. And then as the game wore on and got further in, I was like, I don't know about that anymore, Chief. As it started going down the list.
I think the main thing with Crash 4 specifically is it's not even just that like the difficulty is, but it's also the length of it. Like it's so long that like when you get to like the really challenging stuff, you're just like, okay, come on though.
Honest to God, I kind of would have been happy if, because I know there's one more world after the one that I'm in.
Yeah.
I kind of would have rather, instead of doing this future world, if they just made it a cutscene, cut to the past world. Just do like 2 levels of past world and end the game. I would actually be happier with that.
As I said, it just definitely feels like it goes on. It both goes on too long, but like
it's not that long of a game. It's just it feels longer because of the way it starts punching you in the cock after you beat Cortex.
But that's what I'm saying is that because it like grinds you down so much that like. Even though it's not that long of a game, it feels too long. And if it was an easier game, then the length would be fine. But
yeah.
The more challenge it is, it just becomes...
Just honestly, even just slightly easier. Just a little bit. I'm not asking for the game to be easy.
Like, the main thing is it goes from being a challenge to just a grind fest, because so much of the game basically comes down to how much do you remember, like, the exact platforming bits that's going to come up. And especially the final level is that in shades of, how much can you memorize of this level? So have fun with that. No joke, it was the only level I died like 40 times on.
Right. I feel like the game, like I said, I do think the game is really good, but yeah, it just, if it wasn't for that difficulty spike, it would definitely be in the top 4 or 3, like easily. If it wasn't for that.
I mean, I might just end up putting it at number 4 because like, haha, it's Crash 4 number 4.
It might still get up that high, once I tally things, because I am gonna do the thing this year where, at least for mine, where I'm going to, and you can yell at me if you want, I'm going to let in games that I have not played that didn't come out that year, or this year. So, like, if I haven't played it before, but I played it this year, I'm going to allow it to be a thing that I can count. You guys can do it for yourselves too, but I'm gonna do that for me, definitely.
I have enough games, like, fill out the top spot anyway, so... I'll fill out the top 10 anyway, so... I mean, I'm happy with people, like... The only thing, one game that I definitely played this year that I will not count, is I won't count P5. Not because I don't like the game, but because I've already talked about Persona 5 on my own thing, so it's like, what's the point in talking about a game I've already talked about, when, like, the big things that happen in it, you A, can't talk about because it's spoilers, and B, it's all at the very fucking end of the game, so you just have to play through the whole fucking game again. We're not mad. I'm a little mad.
But don't you like playing through Persona 5 again?
I mean, I didn't hate playing through it again, and I appreciated some of the gameplay change-ups, except Shadow Okamura, go fuck yourself.
Oh god, Siri's great. Just they were doing the side of Sayuri exchange where he's talking about her one date where they just kept eating and then the skirt thing burst. And she starts screaming.
Yes. But yeah. Sorry, I've got something in my throat. Beyond that, though, so yeah, I did see you started playing DMC5.
Yeah, I just got it. I had Amazon points to where I literally could just get it for $1, so I was like, okay, let me finally get this, because I was gonna play, so I was basically like, I'll play this between, so originally I was gonna be like, alright, I'll play this between, the handful of weeks between it and Cyberpunk. Cyberpunk got delayed, which is fine. Fuck people that are being shitheads about a game being delayed. Fuck off.
I do find it weird that it was delayed, like, at as last second as it was, though.
Something had to have come up, we just don't know what, and we probably never will.
Well, it only makes me question it, because, like, it's, like, it had to have been something big, because, like, day one patches are a thing. And you just question like what happened that went like so drastically wrong that they had to delay it for another like 3 weeks or whatever. It's weird, but oh well.
But
Game's trash.
huh?
I was just joking, saying game's trash. It's been delayed.
But yeah, I know people apparently started sending death threats to them over a fucking video game delay, so that's fun. I love people. I love them so fucking much.
Well, you know, this is serious business.
It's a fucking video game.
People really want to play a game that features Keanu Reeves in.
Listen, I
Also, the longer it gets delayed, the more people are starting to be afraid that it's not going to be very good. That seems to be it. They're like, oh no, they're trying to push things off and hoping they can get more pre-orders. They're trying to pull a X-Men Destiny.
I kind of doubt it. I don't know if it's going to be good or bad or not, but I doubt that's what's going on. Because also, X-Men Destiny was made by a company that's literally incompetent.
I know, but it's just like it was mostly just a scam to get pre-orders, and like they went out of their way to kill any and all early footage of the game because they didn't want people to know it was gonna suck. And then once the game came out, they're basically like, okay, we got your pre-order money. We don't really care what happens now. Eat it.
Also, they've shown
then
too much of the game for that to be it, because they've shown a lot of the gameplay. But I mean, we'll see when it comes out.
We'll see if it comes out.
Or maybe it won't. I don't know.
Maybe it'll be Cyberpunk Forever. Wait.
Hey, wait a minute.
Can't make that joke anymore.
Maybe it'll be Half-Life 3.
It'll be Half-Life Full Life Consequences.
Voiced by all of your favorite YouTube stars.
But
Like who?
All your favorite YouTube stars.
Is that like a new thing where it's like they can't hire VAs, so they just have YouTube people do it?
A lot more games have done it, but it was in reference to Hunt Down the Freeman, where there's a ton of like YouTubers doing the voices for it.
I mean, I know FF7 Remake did it, but I didn't think she was that bad.
You know, as a side note, that reminded me, because someone was talking about they kind of didn't like the loop of Bravely Default, which I haven't really played and doesn't really interest me too much. But I just kind of made a crack because they were just like, it feels like the developers were embarrassed of like making an older style game. So I just kind of made a crack. I said, I mean, Square these days is embarrassed to make a turn-based game, since they just keep making all their Final Fantasy's action RPGs now, which they responded with, oh, but at least they're trying to do something unique and different. I'm like, no, it's just the Kingdom Hearts gameplay style.
Not really.
It's just the Kingdom Hearts mechanics.
It's just Kingdom Hearts with a little more stylized. I mean, the Kingdom Hearts mechanics work, so it's not like, you know...
It's not like it's bad, but it's not unique. In fact, I find it kind of boring.
It's not bad.
Like, I find it boring. It's like, oh, you're just making Kingdom Hearts, but it's not Kingdom Hearts. Okay.
Like, there were a couple creative things you could do with it, but most people just... Okay, there are creative things you could do if you played as other characters than Cloud, but I'm pretty sure everyone just mained Cloud and sorted everything to death.
I swap between characters pretty often, but I think, like, I mean, I'm gonna play as Tifa if I had the option to. The only real issue is that the game's kind of like hampered by the fact that so often you're basically it's hampered by the fact that you always have to be Cloud, but Cloud, because of the nature of the game, you know, i.e. well, you already know how the entire structure of that game has to go because of it's a remake. You know that Cloud spends the whole like thing does go exactly like it does.
Yeah,
in
until
the first game.
like the ending bits.
Until the very very end.
Yeah.
Even then, that is just like stapling on an extra boss fight at the very end of the set.
To be fair, Final Fantasy VII is known for stapling things on, like Aerith's death.
Pretty much.
Yeah,
well, no,
fun fact for people who didn't know, I know you both know, that was like added in late in development.
Yeah, that's fine.
I thought it was added. I thought that was early in development.
No, it was late in.
When there was only supposed to be 3 characters in a total game, and he's like, well, you can't have a 3-character party and then kill off one of them and have a 2-character party for the end of the game. That's not fair. So they're like, okay, we'll add some more characters.
No, it was done after his mother died during development of the game.
That's fine.
I know originally they thought she was going to die later, but they decided to move it to the end of Disc 1 for...
Surprise.
I guess so. I guess so Disc 1 would have a notable finale.
Your wife who's dead.
And she was really supposed to die in, like, the middle of Disc 2.
But that's also because that's the part of the game where she started acting like a weird messiah character. Is why people... And because that's where she died, that's where people remember her character. Versus the early parts of the game where she was basically a goblin.
Well,
It's the Gwen Stacy effect.
Well, sort of. It's more the fact that like every subsequent appearance she had after that, by the people who made and especially considering it was the people who made the fucking original game, were like doubling down on her being weirdly messianistic and not at all goblin-y.
I mean, but they also doubled down on Cloud being like, everything he wasn't, because people caught on to that one thing, and also Squall came out, who was nothing but that one thing. So they're like, oh, okay, let's do Cloud do that too. To their credit, when Remake came out, they were like, they did actually make them like they were in the original game, and not the meme versions of all the characters that had basically been what they'd been pushing for the last 20 years.
Well, the meme versions of Cloud and Aerith, like no one else no one else mattered, or showed up enough to get memed.
That's true.
It's like no one
remember Red 13's like 30 seconds of screen time in total in Advent Children and Dirge of Cerberus because they didn't like animating his fur.
Yeah.
I think he got far more screen time at the very end of Remake than he ever did in anything else.
I mean, he somehow bizarrely gets just as much screen time as Barrett does in that movie, though.
That's true.
Yeah. Also, I started laughing because they just did the part where, when she turns down the person giving her like a double offer to join their company. And they start doing the thing, it's like, yeah, you sound so cool. Yeah, but I love the company. What if they offered you 150? What about 200? You don't look so cool now, man.
Look, just gotta get paid.
Yeah, she just says that like, well, it's a well-known fact that money is very important. With that said, the round of sweets will be on me.
Oh well.
I love these idiots. They're great. They share one brain cell.
They're all very smart, they just don't have a whole lot of common sense.
Their wisdom stat was their dump stat.
Pretty much.
I'm trying to think what else has been new. Oh, I do want to say, though, this isn't really new, I just want to say, guys, I'm really looking forward to the next Marvel movie. I am really looking forward to Doctor Strange 2 featuring Spider-Man.
Oh right, I keep forgetting they did that whole, so now that we can't have Tony Stark be his mentor, now it would be Dr. Stephen Strange, and I'm like...
Yeah.
Why
They're
not?
out of who else? They're out of other characters to try.
Yeah,
Everyone is dead. Like,
and I'm just like, what about just Spider-Man? And then they slap me.
It does kind of feel it is an interesting thing because it also shits on the entire thing they were going for with the whole Tony and Peter thing of he's got to grow up and learn to be his own person.
I mean, yeah. Hey, what's the funny thing about that? They literally did the same character arc for him in the fucking Downcoming. It's literally the same character arc.
I'm not disputing that. What I'm saying is it feels odd to me that we make a big deal that this is the direction we intend to go with these characters, regardless on if it is the way they go in any other adaptation, and then we don't sort of go up, take the natural progression from there.
Yeah, they never do. They just keep doing the same plot with Peter.
That's one of the reasons I really don't like that Spider-Man. I think the actor is a good choice if you gave him a good script. I mean, I've still not seen it Downcoming or Downcoming from Home. So
Don't worry, Mysterio is actually an Iron Man villain. It's okay.
I mean, I kind of think I already know everything that happens in those movies.
Yeah. Did you watch Homecoming?
No.
He's watched nothing.
I told you I didn't watch either Homecoming or.
Oh, okay. I was gonna make a joke saying it. Well, the joke. Well, Sabo knows the joke. I was gonna say if you watched Homecoming, you watched Downcoming.
Because I saw those movies and I saw the trailers and I saw everything. And I was like, I'm not going to like this. I don't like this Spider-Man. Why would I watch something I know I'm not going to like?
That's
because what else are you going to do with your time?
Not watch Justice League on HBO Max.
You don't want to see the Snyder Cut?
Tell you what else, I'm not going to watch the new. I'm going to continue to not watch Suicide Squad.
But it's the greatest movie. It's a fucking character study. It's so good.
No, it's a great character piece. If
Yes.
you're gonna quote him, you gotta quote it accurate. Otherwise it loses all meaning. I'm a bit sad now because it is his birthday, so
That's
Happy birthday, Sam! We're gonna give you Suicide Squad.
Suicide Squad was not a good character piece, and I actually liked the movie.
It was not a good movie.
I know, but I was like, I watched it and I was like, that was alright.
You know, I've enjoyed bad movies before. It's okay.
It's like, I mean, it's more like I swear I've seen so much bad stuff lately that if something is just like kind of okay, and I was like, I don't feel robbed. I was like, yeah, I guess that was alright.
That's fucking sad.
I'm not like, I mean, yeah, well, I've had to lower my standards a lot over the years.
that's life now, I'm afraid.
That's what all the people
this
say.
was hardly watchable. It's like a feast for the eyes.
So a Marvel movie.
Because it was like, what was the last thing you watched that you thought was legitimately great? And I was like, yeah, I don't know.
Legitimately great, not just I really liked it. Let's think. Like I said, I did like Frozen 2 a lot, but like in terms of like blown away. Oh, you know what? No, I know the last thing I was blown away by, and it's gonna be, and you all can laugh. It was the Batman Ninja Turtles movie.
Yeah, that was actually pretty good. I
really liked that movie.
I think I prefer the Batman Brave and the Bold Scooby-Doo team-up movie, though.
I still need to watch that.
Mostly because I really like Batman Brave and the Bold.
I mean, Batman Brave and the Bold is fucking great.
It's the second best animated adaptation of Batman.
There are only 2 good adaptations of Batman, and one of them is it.
No, I mean the Lego Batman movie is number one. Because it is
I
the
still need
most
to watch
accurate.
that.
It is the most accurate adaptation of Batman I've ever seen.
I still need to watch that movie too. The Lego Batman one.
darkness, no parents, other things that are dark.
Still really rich. It's kind of cool. I love how Batman is fucking treated in the Lego movie. It's so good.
Well, it's so accurate.
Haha! First try. That movie is so much better than it had any right to be.
Well, yeah.
Pretty much.
Everyone likes the Lego movie. I still haven't seen the Lego movie 2. And I probably won't. Which is amazing.
That's fair. I wonder which character I get in this map. I haven't played this map yet. This is right after the flower map, where she got the deal, or got the offer for the other job.
The Space Flower map.
It's after the space flower map, but where they make you passive, except it doesn't work on Van, because Revenge is too great.
Oh, no, that flower map. I said Space Flower map, I was thinking at the end of...
No, that's you only get the space flower map in V. We're not playing V.
No, Space Flower map is in this as well.
Double O's not in this game.
Isn't it?
No.
Yeah. No.
It's only the only Gundams in here are UC and G.
Yeah. Keeping Double O's in.
It would have been funny if Turn A was in here.
Yeah.
I mean, I got a feeling Turn A is probably going to be in one again soon.
Maybe one. Maybe. Who knows?
Turn A turn, turn A turn. Or maybe if we're unlucky, it'll be G Reco.
G-Reko's already in, it's in X.
Like I said, maybe if you're unlucky, you'll get G Reco.
As long as no one gets G Savior.
Oui. Oh, that reminds me. So my friend, right now where he is in terms of his watch of the entire Gundam franchise is, he is trying to go through Build Fighters Try.
Oh, did he get? Oh, what do you think of Build Fighter's basic bitch version?
I think he thought it was alright. He's on Try and he's so upset with it because it's like, it goes hard with G Gundam, which I love, but it's terrible. It's trying. I think there's like a joke where he's like, more like Build Fighters trying my patience.
I mean, everyone's made that joke, or Build Fighters they didn't try. It's like...
I know what my joke was, Build Fighters try not to cringe.
I mean, the real issue is, it's like... Honestly, I think the biggest problem with Try is there's no stakes to anything, so it's impossible to care. Like, by which I mean, there's no escalation, it's just, oh, can these kids win a tournament or not? And it's like, to an extent, Build Fighters had that, but there was, like, other elements at work, but there's, like, there's not really any incentive for the kids to win, and there's not really any overarching plot, it's just, yeah, it's a tournament, they've got to win. It's like, so you just don't care, and you don't really care about the people they're up against, because nobody's fighting for anything important. Just doing this for shits and or gigs.
I think you'll enjoy, though. He took a screenshot of the one part of the not Slager slapping the one girl and goes, ah, yes, the obligatory Slager misogynist reference.
I mean, everyone likes Slager.
My reaction to Slager is pretty much just that one of my favorite Samuel L. quotes. Yes, he deserved to die, and I hope he burns in hell.
I mean, to be fair, Mirai was asking for it.
Was she though?
Probably. She was with that fucking simp.
Which one?
Like her fiance.
The guy that shows up again in Char's counterattack to give Bright the nukes.
Yeah, I remember I saw it and I was like, oh, they're pulling him out? When I was rewatching it recently, I was like, oh, they brought him out? Okay.
Yeah. So now he has to go to the guy who stole his who stole his girlfriend. And be like, yeah, I'm giving you nukes, which can't be in a pleasant situation to be in.
No.
Well, you know.
I like how they always start the map with the Bebop there, just pretending like it's going to do anything, and then it just disappears from the map.
Nope.
One day.
No.
Today is not that day.
It is funny, though, because the Arcadia is good, but it is funny, though, just how much of a beast the Yamato was when playing this. And I'm like, man, I forgot how much the Yamato was just broken.
Yeah.
Fortunately, yeah. Captain Harlock is not quite as good as the Yamato.
I mean, he's good, but he's no Yamato.
He doesn't have nearly the same amount. He doesn't have nearly as many weapons as Yamato does, and that's kind of the main thing. Yamato has like a fuckload of attacks, so it has something for every situation and can deal a lot of damage. Whereas Arcadia is more of the, well, it can sometimes do damage, and also you get pirate strategy, which is a good move. It's like,
It doesn't have a weapon that's so powerful the actual creators are like, yeah, you can't use that.
don't you fucking dare use that unless
Unless it's like something
You can't
that's
use it.
inhuman.
You can't use it unless you're fighting non-humans.
Meanwhile, with the few times Edion's been in the game, yeah, sure, you could use it. Just don't. Yeah, you could use that. Go ahead. Just see what happens. Hey, did you watch Edion? Erase your save file.
yeah, well.
You abuse the power. Time for reset.
That is how it should be.
Oh no, it is. It's just really fucking funny. I mean, that's literally what Edion does. Oh, you're abusing power? Let me just snap my fingers. Everything's reset. Fuck you. Don't do it again. You're doing it again. I'm resetting again. God damn it.
what it should be is you should only have Ideon for the start and then you use his attack, it resets and makes the Super Robot World instead. Then you just get Gundams.
I mean that's implied to be like it's implied to be like one of the reset, because original generations of course implies that like every Super Robot Wars is in the same multiverse and like resets over and over again, and it's implied in Alpha 3 that happened because Ideon like reset everything.
God damn it, Ideon!
Because like after the credits, there's like one small cutscene where you just see like Ideon floating in space, and then like the thing on this console lights up again.
Good. I like the one joke. I like some jokes people make where they're like, "Yeah, Ideon is just the spirit of all the shot down GMs from the first war."
But then it turns out Ideon comes first, though.
Ah, I see. They saw a vision of God and then made it into a mook. Wait a minute. This seems backwards.
Starting to sound real like Dragon Ball kinds of like plot bullshit. Are we just gonna get episode of Bardock up in here?
Yes. Well, listen, Super Ari is stupid. Hell, Gundam's stupid. Whatever Tomino gets on these days, he gets more obsessed with telling with symbolism than he is with telling a story.
And I've had an interesting thing. So a friend of mine started playing MGS5 finally after like putting it off forever because of sort of all the controversy and stuff around it, and also being pissed about David De Gea getting shit canned. So it's interesting seeing that play out.
But no, he's not mad at all.
I mean, I find it more interesting that Kojima seems to learn that as my friend, as I'm being reminded of things that happen, it does sort of make you realise, oh, Kojima learned the wrong lessons from MGS5.
Yep.
Which basically the lesson he learned from MGS5 was, oh, I've got money, I am just going to throw money at the problem.
More actors!
Famous people. I want to make movies. Why won't you people let me make movies?
Let me make a movie even though I can't write without someone going, Oi! What are you doing? That doesn't make any goddamn sense! What kind of dialogue is this? What the fuck? Princess Beach? What is this shit?
And Amelie is like the worst part of that fucking game. Which is bad when she is meant to be the driving force behind it. Definitely not Sam.
Yeah. Sam has about as much personality as this robot being shot with butt lasers. It's one of those little spider robots from Nadesco.
Yes.
That's not fair. That spider has a lot more personality than him.
Jovian lizards.
The Jovian lizards have way more personality. Just look at him emote. He emotes more. Because actors aren't professional voice actors and a lot of times don't know what the fuck they're doing in an acting booth. I mean, what?
I mean, it's more so like... The problem is he's clearly enamored with the Hollywood actor concept, so it's like... the actors are there because he can get them there. So yeah, it's not enough to just get someone there to voice. It's also they've got to face cam.
Yeah, and that's actually something that a number of games have been doing though, is just getting an actor, like a TV actor. Like some of them try to do it with at least one character for some fucking reason. Like even Crash 4 does it with Tawna. That's why she's a little bit weaker than the actual other characters who are voiced by professional voice actors.
I mean,
not bad. But
it's not even necessarily a new thing. What is the new thing is basically trying to model the character to be the actor now, because realism or whatever. Like for instance, Cloud, his VA until FF7 Remake was a actor.
Oh yeah, same with actually Kratos.
Yeah.
Because that happened with Kratos in God of War. It's weird me bringing that up as a person who's not in God of War, but here we are.
Wait, who was his VA in the PS? Like, I know his new VA is Teal from.
I don't remember
Sluggish.
his name, but he's like just like a skinny, like a little skinny guy.
Oh. Christopher Judge
Yeah.
is Teal, is his VA in Crash.
Yeah. Wait, what?
I don't know. Who are you talking about?
We were
I
talking
lost the
about Kratos.
conversation. Oh, Kratos? Oh.
I was talking about how, because they wanted to mocap, they replaced Kratos' voice actor for the one that was out a couple years ago from the ones that were on the PS2 and PS3.
So now he's Teal?
Yeah, he's Teal from SG1 in the PS4 era.
I mean, he's done voice acting before, so. It's
Oh
not
no,
like
he's
yeah,
fine.
it's
It was
really
just an
up there.
example of like replacing it because of
He
mocap.
was Magneto in X-Men Evolution.
No, he's fine. Tawno is an example of one where they got a non-voice actor. So Tawno, to be fair, Tawno's voice work in that isn't bad, but like you know when like you watch a show or something or a game and there's that one character who's just not quite as good at voice acting, or their actor isn't quite as good, and you can kind of tell. That's Tawno.
Yeah, I'm kind of running into that kind of thing at the moment with something I'm playing.
But what game are you playing?
Cold Steel 4.
Well,
basically because a couple of VAs had to be replaced, so it's weird going in and hearing Laura suddenly sounding... so like someone who's trying to do the voice, but not able to do it, because...
Yeah.
who was Laura's voice in the other one? I haven't played it.
Marisha Ray.
Okay.
She's busy with Critical Role stuff, basically.
Right.
Although it doesn't stop Matt Mercer himself from being in the game, so I don't
That's
know.
because Matt Mercer just never stops.
Matt Mercer is a machine.
It was like it's weird in 4 because they managed to get all of the majority of the original Sky VAs back, even though most of them in Sky only had a handful of battle lines and nothing else. Yet like a couple of regular characters who have been there since the first Cold Steel game have been replaced for some reason because they couldn't make it.
So Johnny Young Bosch is back as Joshua for 4,
Well, that's cool.
with actual voices. Dead
Well,
weight
yeah,
is
it's like now they're actual. Now, well, because some are like they don't sound like they do in Sky, and I was like, what did you expect? They had like 10 lines out of context in Sky, and that was it. They never actually played the characters. In
Yeah, they
story
didn't like fully
before.
voice act them like in the, like for the Japanese voice actors where they do a lot of the voice work. Like voice acting
well,
a good bit of lines.
most of the cutscenes in Sky are actually voiced. A significant chunk of them are.
Yeah, because I
Like-
do play. I played Sky with a mod to turn on the Japanese voices.
Yeah.
That's from a different game because they re-released it with like full voice acting. They never did that in the U.S. So
Well, yeah, in the U.S. you can't even select Japanese. That's why I said it was a mod.
so yeah, that's why you can mod it to have full Japanese voices because
Yeah.
of those other games.
But Cam Clark is still there.
Yes, somehow. Cam Clark, despite being a Union VA, somehow is like just had the time to just like
I
show
think
up.
Cam Clark just doesn't give a shit.
But
It's like Cam Clark went from like a Union VA doing like big paying jobs to like, oh, and now I'm in JRPGs.
basically Ryuji. It's basically the VA for Ryuji in P5 is not back. He played two kind of important characters.
Oh, what's he to do with? I'm just kind of curious.
Don't know.
Don't know, he just wasn't there.
I
Huh.
suspect he might be too expensive now.
Possible.
He might have been Troy Bakered.
You know, it's funny, we used to Jake jokes saying Matt Mercer will be the next Troy Baker, haha, and then Matt Mercer refused to become the next Troy Baker.
Mercer's like, I'll do it.
Wait, what? But we can't pay you a whole lot, that's fine.
Well, I mean, to be fair, I get it does help that Matt Mercer has like secondary income off of Critical Role, which is probably quite a decent chunk of.
I think that's basically it. He's more famous now because of Critical Role, but that doesn't translate to him being a more expensive voice actor.
Yeah,
Because,
it
you
couldn't
know.
even be he just doesn't care and he just does it for fun now.
It's not like when Troy Baker got higher paying VA jobs and then like was more expensive at VA as a result. Matt Mercer really hasn't. He's just more famous now because
He
of
might
Critical
honestly
Role.
just pick roles that he thinks are interesting rather than how much they pay because he makes so much of the role he doesn't really need to care.
Probably.
So, like, he's more likely to be like, yeah, I'll do your weird little JRPG. I like this. This looks cool. Versus, wait, you want me to voice some fucking
being
characters?
everything.
He just wants to be everywhere. He wants to buy a product. He just wants to go into a store and like wait for someone to come into like the game and video section and be like, "Hey, you see that? I'm in that. Hey, you see that? I'm in that too. See this? I'm in that."
Determined to be the next. He's determined that if he's not going to be the next Troy Baker, he's going to be the next Yuri Lowenthal.
I mean, yeah, kinda. Why are you bothering trying to shoot at the fucking swordfish when you can't even hit it and it's going to kill you?
It's also interesting in Cold Steel 4 that they brought in Erica Mendez to play a girl who well, she was in Cold Steel 2 when one of the other characters cameoed, like supporting him, and then he comes back in 4, but like with a different girl from his game with him this time. But they brought Erica Mendez back to voice her with the exact same voice, which leads me to believe that they didn't realize until it was too late that was a different girl.
Possible.
So now in Hajimari, they're really going to have a problem when both of those characters appear in it and are voiced by the same person.
I mean, she can do multiple voices, but if they're having her do the same voice, that is kind of funny.
It's just that it's her normal, like, you know, young girl, like young woman voice.
Like the one I'm gonna guess the one that she gave to like Retsuko and like Bernadetta.
Yeah.
Because she has that one, and then she has the Ryuku one, the one where it's like a deeper kind of one, and kind of sounds more like an asshole.
I don't think either of those voices really fit those characters as well either. That's part of the problem.
Yeah, I just know that those are the voices that she's most known for. She might have other ones that I don't really know about.
Who knows? Well, we'll find out whenever Hajimari comes out.
Yeah, in 2 years, maybe more. I mean, well, maybe less. Don't know.
We may never know.
Man, I just realized how much even though I'm not making the cracks anymore out loud, how much I really just don't like the Great, to where I've been watching all the animations except for when the Great shows up. I've just instinctively just hit the skip button.
For Great.
Even the Gaspance is getting better treatment. I've been watching it just slash people with its sword.
It doesn't even have the Slash Ripper.
No.
Oh. No black hole gun.
No black
Not
hole
worth
gun.
it has the most basic of like the swords from
No
original generation.
No Slash Ripper.
I do like that the black hole gun, the whatchamajig in V has the black hole gun.
Yup, fine.
Yup, fine.
How are you meant to pronounce it?
Because it does have its black hole gun. If it had those in the other games, I don't know.
I mean, there's a lot of shared equipment between the Huckbein and the Gespenst, because the Huckbein replaces the Gespenst.
Well, no, that's his
Oh,
thing.
here he
because it has
is.
a black hole
Here
engine.
he is, our favorite antagonist, Hokushin.
I mean, he's just
And
kind
then
of a dick.
And then as they make the later Hyukibines, which don't have the black hole engine, they're like, it's a black hole gun, but not really.
It only makes.
It just,
It's more of a dark blue gun. Dark
yeah,
blue.
it's like
hole.
it's a gravity beam gun, in that it shoots gravity that pushes you a little, but isn't quite a black hole because
That would
it
be
doesn't have a
ridiculous.
black hole. Well, of course, because it doesn't have the black hole engine, which is like why the Hyukibine is so powerful.
It's not that powerful because we have to get the X-Bine.
The X-Bine also has a black hole engine. The
Well,
X-Bine has the black hole engine and the other engine from the Mark III,
So when
which is why it's so powerful.
so when will we get the X-Bine?
Who the hell are you?
I don't know.
So
Who is
Rudy
it?
just showed up in some robot. I don't know who Rudy is yet, other than the one that offered the money before.
She's
Oh.
just like, I'm Rudy. I want you to work for me. No. Oh.
She's your rival.
Ah, okay.
She's original. The character do not steal. Which, considering V didn't have a rival, is a bit of a change of pace.
The E-bit. His name is the E-bit. What was Bitcoin taken?
Yeah. Yes. BitConnect. But yes, Rudy is original. Probably helped if you like click on her profile. It says original.
Oh, it doesn't even let me. I tried. It'll probably let me do it now. I'll give it a minute.
Officially introduced to Rudy. She's alright. She's a bit of an impossible to spell last name.
Oh yeah, I just looked at that last name and I said, I don't see those words. There's nothing there.
Rudy Piscilato, I believe it's pronounced.
Well,
But the fact that piss is in there is not good.
Well-
It's probably easy to more pronounce in Japanese when like you get to see all the syllables.
well, you know what? I'm just gonna start moving.
I was actually talking to a guy about that. I'm like, yeah, we don't have that English writing. You just have to kind of guess. And he's like, well, what if you're wrong? He's like, well, then someone will tell you you're wrong.
Well, then you look like a jackass.
How rude.
Well, I'm gonna start moving the Tornado to my rival, because it's probably what I need to do.
Probably.
I gotta fight it with the Tornado.
Not to be confused with Rival Joe, who is not your rival, but is Maito's rival.
They just call him Joe the Ace in the...
I prefer a Rival Joe. I mean, they call him Joe the Ace, but in like the in like some of the voice lines, they still say Rival Joe. So,
Rival Joe! What do you think his role in the plot is? I don't know.
to die horribly.
Well, I mean, if you're gonna just say it like that, jeez.
Yes, basically his role. He dies. People die when they're Dan, you
Impossible.
should know this.
Impossible.
Oh,
Well, his issue was he wasn't the great hero of Maito Gaino. That was his mistake.
His issue was he just didn't like heroes because reasons.
he was edgy, and also his other issue is he was driving Transformers.
Yeah. Like for most of the show, he just shows up wherever Maito is, and he's like, "Hey, fight me."
Maito,
I hate you.
you annoy me.
Joe the Ace would be like at home. He would just like stub his toe on a desk and be like, ah, Maito.
I mean, it's actually shares a lot of similarities with Shadow more than anything. 'Cause it even comes with the one girl, like the one girl who's like has a mild romantic relation to the hero is like, maybe you should stop being evil. And he's like,
It's like,
yeah, I never thought of it like that. Ah, yeah, I never thought about it like that. It's an
Wait.
interesting point. Okay.
Stop.
Well,
it's like, I didn't know that was an option.
What do you mean I could stop?
so what you're saying is I don't need to be evil. Huh. That's just crazy enough to work.
Holy shit, she's right! I can just not!
Yeah.
Who would have thunk it?
He's like, maybe all this being evil stuff was a bad idea.
I'm so glad we could reach this conclusion. Oh, I'm dead. JK,
He's survived.
JK, no one dies in Super Robot Wars.
Well,
Except
no,
that,
he even in the series, he survived somehow.
doesn't it? I thought he died.
It really looks like he does, but at the very end, like when they're going off on their wedding, like he's there, like behind a tree, giving them like a salute. So somehow they don't really explain how he survived, but he does because he's at their wedding at the end.
Maybe he's just a Force ghost.
Beyond the fact that nobody dies, even like all the robots that were destroyed are fixed. So
Well, that's because people were mad when Dagon killed all of the robots at the end. Because Dagon was the series that preceded Mankind and ends with spoilers, all the robots dying. And
Well,
Takara-
I mean, it's like typical at the end of every Brave series for like all of the minor robots to get taken out. They don't usually die though.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Dagon did it, and Takara got upset about it, which is why they made Might Guide, and more specifically made the main villain of Might Guide effectively an evil toy company.
Like
Takara.
the two guys in Ex Kaiser like got like their souls captured or something for the last couple episodes.
Yeah. So it could be just Ex-Kaiser.
So it could be just Ex Kaiser versus Dino Geist.
And then Dino Geist just is like, fuck you! You don't win! You didn't win! I'm killing myself!
He's like, I'm killing myself so you can't arrest me by throwing myself into the sun. That'll show you.
Which is still the greatest thing that like a villain can do. Just being like, you didn't win.
You didn't win! Oh,
Yeah, but Ex Kaiser doesn't really care. He's just like, oh, all right.
Fine.
He's like, I mean, if you'd rather throw yourself into the sun than get arrested, all right.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not
No,
getting that.
it's not like he's devastated. He's just like,
Oh shit.
like that seemed kind of excessive. All right.
That's mildly annoying. Do you have any idea how much paperwork I need to do for this?
So inconsiderate!
That's what happens when you
Capable of
hang out
saving
with
the woman you love. I'm Hakushin. This is my whole gimmick.
Oh, I thought for a second you were trying to do Willem Dafoe's Green Goblin.
Ah, yes, Akito. Walk into the darkness with me.
Back to formula.
This is why only fools are heroes, because you never know when some lunatic will come along with a sadistic choice. Now choose, hero. Let die the woman you love, or suffer the little children. Man.
That's right, Akito. Choose.
I'm sorry.
And I'm pretty sure
Hakushin to me now is I'm just gonna at some random points when I see a line that I think is particularly funny to read in the terrible Willem Dafoe voice. I'm just gonna read it in that voice because that's Hakushin to
I'm
me.
pretty
now.
I'm pretty sure Akito would just take the girl, would just save the girl and be like, oh, too bad.
Yeah.
I'm too edgy.
What?
to
Sorry.
care about
What?
children.
Sorry, I can't hear you over the sound of those dead children as I fly away with my wife. Oh shit! I didn't think you'd make the choice that easy. Ah, crap. I mean, it also doesn't work here, where it's like, I mean, Marzi will just show up and be like, "Yeah, I'll stop you. You've been rocket punched into the stratosphere."
There's something else where he's like, yeah, choose, and he's like, I don't really like that other guy. And then the guy like freaks out because he wasn't expecting them to actually make a choice.
Mean.
He's like, you could kill him if you want. I don't really like him.
I mean, they never do. It's so rare that they will go for that, isn't it? Of the, well, I don't care if he lives or dies. Let them die.
Yeah. And then he gets, and then because he was expecting him to have like a mental collapse where he could like take advantage to kill him anyway. So he's just like, oh, just save that guy. I don't really care about the other one. He's like, oh no.
Hello, Mr. Zone. How are you doing today, other than being a dick?
Colossal fuckwit.
Utter chaos grips the battlefield. It serves as pretend for what awaits the rest of the solar system of evil. Yeah.
Problem is your goblin, you're getting like, instead of like going with Willem Dafoe, your goblin voice is like leaning more towards like 90s goblin.
You know what? Same difference as far as I'm concerned.
I would say one's a lot more high pitched.
Eh.
No, higher.
Eh.
Think more Skeletor.
Eh.
Better.
Avenge me, Peter Parker.
Wait.
Wait, hold on. I think I messed that up.
I think you want the other guy.
Shit. Hold on, let me try this again. Avenge me.
Larry.
Oh, yeah. That's the son of. Yeah, that's his name, my
To be
son, who I
fair,
love.
That is in character. For
Oh, I
Norman.
am. I am going in character. I was.
That's the name of the son that I love. I love you, Larry.
Alright, you didn't answer the question. How far into DMC5 are you?
Not really far because I just kind of booted up, like dicked around a little bit. I'm gonna play it more in a little bit, like probably tonight.
Did you at
or
least
so.
do the first level?
Oh yeah, I know you can beat that boss, but I didn't.
Oh yeah, it's actually not. It's not difficult when you know what to do, but also when you have like when you do New Game Plus and you do another run through and you have more abilities.
Right.
You are meant to use it though. But yeah, well now you know the truth. Nero is dead weight.
He called me dead weight.
Yeah, yes, Nero's entire motivation for this point on. Fucking called me dead weight.
Yes, Nero. Get angry. Sink into the depths of darkness and keep it wait.
To be fair, I don't think. Wait, you know that happens in DMC5, or should I just not say?
I mean, it's DMC. I don't know. That's fine. I know he's Virgil's son.
Okay. But do you know who the main bad guy is?
Is it the wife? Is it his wife?
You know what? I'm just gonna leave it. Yeah, you'll get there eventually. I'm not gonna say anymore.
Oh, okay.
Ah.
If you're that clueless, then no, we shouldn't say anything.
No.
It's me, Willem Dafoe.
Yes, Willem Dafoe is Eurozone surprise. Man.
By the way, I am fully fucking aware for the audience that Hakushin does not sound anything like Willem Dafoe, but as far as I'm concerned,
I mean, I don't remember what Hakushin's dub voice is. All I just remember is like really deep Japanese voice, where it's just like
yeah.
darkness.
Keyblade, wait. Oh, hold on a second. I think I'm getting my wires crossed.
No, same thing.
Oh,
I lost my sense of taste, and that makes me angsty.
also something about my wife, I guess. I don't know.
I mean, he's got replacement wives lined up.
It's like, damn, I lost my wife. Hey, Ryuka, how you doing?
Oh well, next on the list.
Oh, well, next on the list. Hey, Ryoko, you seen anybody?
God, that should be the next like Doki Doki surprise. Haha, it's actually evil like thing where you have like a harem series where you pick one and then they die. And you're like, oh well, on to the next one. You just go full Austin Powers for the ending. Oh, the love of my life, she's dead. That means I'm single again. And then you just have to play through the whole game and one of the people is removed. And then if you want to make it like proper indie horror, it's just like, how about, oh, it turns out you were the serial killer all along because you're an alcoholic. You're welcome, indie developers. Just gave you like a fucking, I gave you a game that will sell like hotcakes and get you all a whole bunch of acclaim. Because it's so fucking new and original. You got a main character, right, Dan?
Yeah.
Right, Dan, in a horror game, right? And then the metaphor is the main character secretly, and it is a secret because it's a metaphor. The metaphor is something that's not, that's not obvious. But the main character is actually evil, and the monster is a representation of their alcoholism or their just general evilness, and they don't remember it because they're so guilt-ridden. And then there's a ghost. The ghost is their guilt.
I mean, or
It's not like it. It's not,
I mean, yeah, you're doing horror and you're also doing Braid.
I'm doing like every indie horror game ever since Silent Hill 2 came out.
Well, I mean, Braid's not a horror game.
No, Braid is the guilt of being a nuclear bomb, but Silent Hill 2 also came before Braid. But what I'm saying is
it's,
that,
it's also the whole thing with the girlfriend who has that going on for it as well.
But all I'm saying, I just wanted to take this opportunity because it's obviously October, it's Halloween week, and all the people playing indie horror stuff, and it's like, I'm so sick to death of every indie horror being about a ghost bitch who actually is punishing you because you were an arsehole all along.
So many ghost bitches.
What a twist.
Ghost bitches, man. Just everywhere.
Just don't go for the ghost snatch. I'm sorry!
Run, she's a ghost and a bitch!
I am sorry, that was fucking terrible.
Someone's fetish, I ain't gonna kick shame.
I like the portrait art that they gave Ryoka for this, where they have her like, they kind of have her like leaning in more on the portrait there for the attacks. The shame.
You still, I mean, that like every indie horror is the same thing these days.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
The issue too, I find, is that horror games in general, like, so I've kind of gotten to that point where I've realized I'm like, wow, I'm not really as scared of horror games as like even like other friends of mine. Because like a lot of times when I play a horror game, even though they do more for me than horror movies, is I just kind of find myself cracking jokes while I'm playing.
Well, I think the thing with horror games is that it depends on what you're going for horror. If you're trying, like, I'm always more intimidated by things like Resident Evil. Not necessarily because I find the actual subject matter scary, but I think the idea of having it be survival in the sense of there's resource management is a lot more.
It's usually the survival thing that will get me more than anything else.
Well, I specifically mean like resource management plays on my particular mind goblins a lot more than just like
I'm the same way.
Oh, I just die in one hit. Oh, I just die if I get found by the spooky ghosts.
Yeah, I'm the same way. Same thing with like things that chase me around. I'm just like, okay, I'm just kind of an annoyance.
Where if it's like the I only have X amount. Oh, I only have like X amount of bullets, and I need to be all careful because shit will get real. Or I'll get in that position I got into with fucking Evil Within, where I was like, just didn't have enough bullets for. Which, to be fair, I rag on Evil Within for doing it. I did have an exact same problem with Dead Space 2, where there was literally a point where I got soft locked.
Right.
But I like Dead Space 2 overall as a game, so I was not even though I had to replay basically the whole game, I was nowhere near as pissed about it. No, I was nowhere near as pissed about it as I was with Evil Within. And I missed Dead Space. It had 2 good games, and we never went back to it ever again.
But yeah, with me and horror, like I don't like with you, I'm more affected by like resource management stuff than anything else.
Well, I'm not so sure if that's horror itself or if that's just the concept of, I don't want to like not. Like, you ever have that? It's like the traditional joke about RPGs and such, where it's like, here's an item, but it's a special item, but it's like, but I might need that. But I might need that. I can't use it, but I might need it. And it's the final boss. It's like,
yeah,
but I might need it. But I might need it. But I might need it. And I'm like, and that's exactly what horror games and like with resource management do to me. But I might need it though.
Your tenacity is quite impressive. Say your farewells to the world of the flesh. AVENGE.
Well, maybe if Akito had a half-decent mech, his Hokushin wouldn't get to show up nearly as much as he does. But no, he doesn't.
Listen, you just get in a vestie with really annoying armor on it that makes it look like a kit bash of the Sasabi. You can't tell me I'm wrong on that description.
Oh, you're pretty much right.
Like,
You're right, but I mean,
every time I see
in story, it's supposed to be pretty powerful.
I mean, yes, but every time I look at it, I'm just like, man, I'd rather just have the Sazabi right here.
I'm pretty sure it is significantly more powerful than Hokushin's. I'm not quite sure why he didn't just kill him immediately.
Because Hokushin's his darkness. You can't kill your darkness.
You can't defeat I'm your darkness.
That's exactly why Cloud can never be Sephiroth, even though he does frequently. And Sephiroth's like, but I'm you, Cloud, but you're not. But I am, but you're not. But I am.
We're the
That's
same.
what I wanted. That's what I wanted you to think. No, it isn't. Shut up, Sephiroth.
Aha! Mommy issues.
But you also have mommy issues, Cloud. Shit, he's got me there. Oh, maybe we are the same.
Yes, now you understand. Darkness.
Light, darkness, light. But I like darkness.
Okay.
Okay. And then they fight. You know.
Oh, he's dead. Oh, I forgot about you. I forgot about the fucking,
You've gotten stronger, perhaps even stronger than darkness. Wait, really? No.
Well, JK.
Lol.
I feel loneliness.
I do like that Ryoko just comes with the formation attack in this one.
Well, no reason to like hold it back when the Desco's not even really that big of a part.
Right.
It's just here.
It's just here to have a good battleship.
Oh, you didn't realize we were on Mega Man Battle Network.
Well,
Well, they're bad. aren't they?
Yes, they did.
It's okay, I made Sabo sad.
maybe eventually they'll give it a collection pack.
No, they won't. Don't even lie. Don't be mean to him.
They might.
I'm pretty.
ZX got
sure,
one.
I'm pretty sure they won't.
ZX fucking got one.
Yeah, Battle Network's whole thing was like
Trading.
trading and like physical stuff that like has long since fallen out of favor in Japan. So I really don't think they'll ever do any kind of. I mean, half of the gimmicks in the games probably won't work now because they don't have the device to go with it. I said.
You think that's sad? Try being a Dino Crisis fan.
Try being a Mega Man Legends fan. At least you had a lot of games.
Dino Crisis
That's
didn't.
true.
Dino Crisis had 2 games.
Yeah.
No, I mean Battle Network had like 6, and a spin-off of 3
I was
games.
talking about Battle Network, not Dino Crisis. I was just saying Dino Crisis and Mega Man Legends are in the same boat.
Yes. Dino Crisis.
You almost had Mega Man Legends 3.
Almost.
And people say there's Dino Crisis 3, but I don't believe them.
Yeah, I think they're lying.
Didn't happen.
I think they're lying.
Didn't happen.
Kind of like how there's only one Pacific Rim movie. Some people say there wasn't, but no, they're lying. I don't know why they're lying. I don't know why.
I mean,
what did they get?
no, I won't accept. I had to suffer that, maybe. I'm not letting other people get away with pretending that didn't happen.
Yeah, I was gonna say no. I won't accept striking it from memory. It's too big a crime to be forgotten.
Oh no, it's forgotten. I've already forgotten it. It's already gone.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Hey, man. Remember when they killed Mark and replaced with a younger Chinese replacement?
No, because this never happened.
They were there. I was there.
No, it didn't happen.
I was there.
There was only one Pacific Rim movie.
There, it was there. I
We were all
remembered.
there.
There was only the one.
It'll burn. It's burned into our memories
No,
forever.
no, only the one. Only the one. Ha ha ha! One.
No,
Ha ha ha! One.
we cannot. We will not. Cannot. You cannot allow that horrific.
Remember when
thing to be
they
forgotten.
introduced the child genius character, because those are always so well received and not at all fuckwits. I remember, and Sabo remembers, this 2 against 1 democracy, bitch.
Did nobody learn from Wesley Crusher?
No electoral college for you, Dan.
That's good for me, as it's the despair in your eyes that I like to see!
Oh boy, Electoral College.
That's gonna be fun in
Man,
a few weeks.
yeah.
That's only. That's only
Hey, question.
next week.
A friend from Denmark asked me, "Hey, do you think there'll be a civil war depending on the outcome of the election?" I'm like, no. I'll tell you for why, because most Americans are lazy and stupid. Why would they do that? Why would they start a war? That requires effort. Why would you have a war when you can sit and bitch about it on Twitter? Tell me I'm wrong.
I don't know. Sometimes I wonder. I don't think it's going to be quite like the original Civil War, but I mean, I could see some violence if it doesn't go a certain way.
There might be like a riot or 2, but
I think there'll be not more than a riot or 2. I think like lots of riots everywhere.
I mean, half the country's already on fire, so how are you gonna know? And rioting.
true.
So, it's not hardly gonna be
Oh
a bit
no, I
different.
can't do this shit. If I have Domo attack, he'll just shoot down Hakushin, and I can't do that.
can't you do that?
So no,
I
don't think the South is gonna rise again. But I can see some.
I think Akito has to finish him off.
Don't think unless like the objective says Akito gets the finishing blow.
It doesn't say anything. Remember we talked about this before. There's nothing in my thing that says this.
If the South rises again, who do I
Like
side
I actually
with?
have to look these up. It doesn't say anywhere on here.
I don't know. How would you want to?
I don't know.
Huh?
I was like, if the South rises again, who do I side with? Most of my family is down south now.
You could play both sides.
Alright.
That was
The Raul Crusade option.
Yeah.
Just get both sides to destroy each other.
Yeah. Fuck it, right? I mean, he wasn't a space knight. He knew what was what.
No, yeah. He wasn't a space knight, he just pretended to be.
You thought it was a space knight, but it was actually not a space knight. You filthy space knights.
He pretended to be a space knight, but really he was just selling stuff between both sides and for his master plan to kill everyone. Space and Earth noids. Because he was a clone.
Yes.
And that made him sad.
And a shark.
All Gundam shall be reduced to scrap! Ha! Avenge.
But he had a Gundam.
Shut up!
I don't remember what it was called.
Gundam Master!
Wait, no.
Why would you want him to have the Gundam Master?
No.
Made that in the seed.
Yeah, no, he had a Gundam in the very last episode, and he almost killed Kira with it, which is
The closest
Better than
thing I
any.
ever got.
Close time I ever
I
got
mean,
to explain Jesus.
I think Shin technically did better, but you know.
Didn't he let Shin do better though?
That is true, he basically let Shin win, so it's like, okay. Raul, he was actually trying to kill.
Because Raul sat there like, ha ha, I killed your girlfriend.
For doing it, so like, I killed your girlfriend, but I'm gonna kill everyone here, and he's like, oh, I guess I have to kill you then.
Well, I didn't plan for that shit.
He's like, wait, didn't you say you'd never kill again? He's like, I never said that, I just started shooting to disable because I didn't feel like killing.
Here's what he said. I don't have to kill you, but I don't have to save you either.
Yeah. I have to
And
kill
then
you.
he flies
I
off.
have to save you. I
No,
remember
he really,
seeing-
he really does kill. I mean, he really does kill him though by like sticking a saber through his cockpit. So no, he did not
No,
have
he
to
just
save him.
didn't save him from the saber through the cockpit.
Exactly.
There's a difference, Sabo.
Well, Kira is my favorite pacifist character, and by that I mean he's like one of the worst. I love how like if he's outside the robot, he does everything he can not to kill you, but if he's inside the robot, he'll fucking murder you. So really, he just doesn't like blood, and doesn't like the sight of blood, and doesn't like the idea of blood getting on him.
I'd say Lacus is probably the far like. Is probably
No,
like
he just
the
sucks
far
with it. He
crazy-
just sucks with a handgun.
No, I mean like at the ludicrous levels he goes to not shoot somebody or to kill somebody, where he like does ridiculous shit to disarm them rather than actually hit them.
Yeah, he's not like Lacus though, where the fighting is over and the battle's over, and she comes in and it's like, stop fighting, guys. It's like, but we did.
We're never
I
going to stop.
won!
We're never going to stop referencing that fucking part of of Gundam Warriors 2.
Yeah, well,
I think it was
I'm
Warriors
also-
2.
yes, because Warriors 1 doesn't have seeds. Only,
Well, I knew it wasn't 1, but I
Only
don't know if it was 2 or 3. That's the only part.
it's 2.
Okay.
It might be both 2 and 3.
I might have been 2 because I think 2 I played more than 3.
I mean, the funniest thing that come out of God, I mean, talking about resurrecting dead stuff though, I fucking made a big Getty star enable me to cheat them. How could this be referenced yesterday?
I actually referenced that not too long ago too.
Oh,
Big
no.
Getty Star, but the Big Getty Star enabled me to cheat death. How can this
How
be?
could this be?
The Big Getty Star enabled me to cheat death. How can this be? The Big Getty.
It needs to come back.
We need to return.
I fucking hope if they're doing Xenoverse 3, then that gets
It feels like they're just making updates to 2.
That could, yeah, but that could also be because, like, they were waiting for new hardware.
Maybe. All I know is that the Big Getty Star enabled him to cheat death.
How can this be?
The Big Ghetto Star. Wait. Alright, Hakashi, can you please fucking die this time when I hit you?
No.
Die!
I mean, I'm pretty sure that is
Hakushin
exactly
will never die.
That is word for word what Akito says, I think, every time. Will you just die already?
No, I'm back in pod
just-
form.
He's not.
He quotes Jafar, how many times do I have to kill you, boy?
I mean, I'm gonna have to fight him again, but I just meant for this map.
You'll have to fight him like 1,000 fucking times.
You're going to need more than that to put me away for good. Yeah.
Like, he just doesn't ever, like, it's...
I like how he's like, are you running away? He's just like,
No. No, as I run away.
This is not me running away, this is a tactic. This is
me
a
laughing at you because
tactical-
you're not strong enough.
This is merely me advancing in the opposite direction.
Yeah, you're just not strong enough to beat me yet. I'm leaving now.
he goes home.
You're gone, good.
Oh my god! I thought I was gonna fucking die!
And here's the problem, because obviously Prince of Darkness is one movie, and Hakushin is the only real villain in that, because it's one movie.
Right.
Then, like, it just becomes having to fight him non-stop forever, and like that's all. Because I mean, Prince of Darkness is basically just the you fight Hakushin, you fight Hakushin, you fight Hakushin. Okay, now you rescue the girl, and the movie's over.
Pretty much. There is another guy, but I mean, like, nobody fights him. He's just like he just hangs out in his station until what's-his-face drops in and arrests him, basically.
Corporate warfare.
It's too bad he's not a playable unit. That would be fun.
Oh, Akatsuki.
Yeah. No. The Jovian guy
Oh, right.
in the white teleporting thing.
Yeah. That guy.
But he's in the game. I think he just doesn't
Rip
pilot anything.
that guy.
It's not like in W where he wasn't.
I can do agile too, you know. I put flash on.
Oh.
I can avoid it, he
Yeah.
says. Don't make me laugh.
That's literally the point of this mechanic. Avenge.
There's no way you could dodge this one.
Dodge. Fuck!
Oh, shit. I really didn't think you'd be able to dodge that one.
Yeah. Oh good, Priscilla's a saying. She's like, man, I'm scared, but I'm mostly excited.
I keep debating if I want to watch that Shinkavion thing. On the one hand, it does seem just like a really dumb train robot series, but on the other hand, fucking Eva and Godzilla show up in the movie, show up in it.
That's true. And they can't use it in Super Robot Wars because there's like specific rules they have to follow. Like if they want to use the train, like someone's like I think they can't actually fight in train form because like it goes against the train safety standards or something like that. So like if they're trains, all they can do is carry people around.
Lame.
They can only fight after they transform because they don't want the Japanese rail system to look dangerous.
I mean, I'm pretty sure everyone knows the Japanese rail system is fantastic.
I know, but you know.
They need to chill the fuck out. It's not like the Erebonian rail system, where
The
those
Erebonian
trains will kill you.
The Erebonian rail system, which is all about, you know,
Whoa.
pretty much.
I mean, and you get to the one place, it's like, oh, they just got a pair of trains stashed here. Oh, those are giant guns. Oh.
Yeah, it's like, railway cannons, what are they? Giant cannons that can be transported by rail.
Where are they pointed? At that city. Oh.
Oh, it's just a coincidence, right? They're not
Man, I really hope that doesn't come plot point. Uh-oh. Someone's hijacked the railway guns and is gonna fire them.
Oh no. That's never happened before.
We didn't actually see this being a problem.
I don't think the railway guns have ever actually been used for anything good. It's just always somebody hijacking them to try and shoot them at crossbow.
I don't think railway guns are ever designed to be used for anything good. I think they're just
not
designed
really.
to explode a lot of things in a very short space
They were
of time.
they were literally just there to scare crossbow.
I was like, consider us scared.
Like, okay. We're scared. So you're not going to be working with those filthy Calverdians, right? Because they don't have giant railguns pointed at you. They only have the Mafia that lives there.
Difference.
I mean, one is a technically legal form of bullying, and the other is an illegal form of bullying, so... Swings and roundabouts, really. Oh. Yeah, Cold Steel 4 is fun so far, but I'm not very far in. I only just finished the first, town segment.
Ah, yes.
Had to fight against Zector.
Good old Zector.
It's kind of a punk bitch, not gonna lie.
Well, he's the weakest knight.
If I'd have had my boy, if I'd have had Best Boy, it would have been over in a flash.
Pretty much, yeah. Like if you actually had it another night, it would have been pretty easy because he has the weakest knight.
And I miss Best Boy, and also Reen.
And also Reed.
Also, no, Reen's not best boy.
No, my profile pic is Best Boy. You can't see it, it's Valimar.
No, Valimar is best boy.
Valimar is Best Boy.
It's like having Legion all over again. Only he's not ignored.
And he's voiced by DC Douglas.
Yeah.
Go.
He uses the exact same voice and distortion as Legion and Mass Effect.
Yes. And then also he's worst. He voices Worst Boy.
Yes, and he voices the best and worst character in the series at the same time.
Well,
It's quite impressive.
I guess it depends actually. Is Rufus worse than Cedric? I at least can appreciate Rufus.
I don't know.
Cedric is just
maybe.
a useless fuckwit
I don't know.
who is infuriatingly smug despite being a useless fuckwit.
Rufus actually does stuff though, whereas
Yeah.
you know,
Cedric does nothing.
Cedric is literally all talk. Every time he shows up and talks shit, you like crush him.
Talk shit, you get hit every time.
Basically.
You just sat there like, go away, bring your brother, he's cool, I like him. Well, you know what, your sister's also cool, anyone but you. Fuck off, Cedric.
Just you leave.
You ungrateful little shit. Fucking hate Cedric, man. I can't wait for a boss fight against him where I can smack him around.
Oh, it's gonna happen soon.
Excellent, I can't wait to smack him around like the bitch that he is. So was Gilbert the one you were trying to warn me about? Well, not warn,
Yeah.
but...
Gilbert is. Well, no, it's just that Gilbert is.
I'm so glad Gilbert came back, though. I'm so glad. I forgot about him. It's because he didn't have his fucking helicopter.
Oh, he gets that later.
Oh, good! He loved that little thing. He's like a precious boy, you know, Gilbert. You feel sorry for him. He's like if Jesse, James, and Meow were all amalgamated into one colossal fuck up.
Basically.
Who, for some reason or another, is still stuck with the ultimate evil organization. And you question, like, why haven't they killed him yet?
Why are you still with those guys? They don't like you.
But yeah.
Oh, it gives
fun
itself
too.
HP back. That's nice.
I mean, get used to that. Oh,
When the tornado gets ticked off, is it time for a new weapon?
possibly.
Time to unlock more true potential.
Like, when did you come with the suicide tactic? About a month ago. Good, she's crazy.
Bitch be cray cray.
You know, I still think it's funny this is supposed to be a test unit for a mass production unit.
Yeah, that never works.
Pretty much. Like,
It's a test unit for a mass production unit, but they never bother with the mass production part.
Yeah, I always forget about that part. Oh! She has a battleship flying with her now. Or, well, not really a battleship, but a fighter jet.
oh,
It's a cool animation, though. Just shoots a giant gun? No, it's a giant fucking sword!
thought it was a gun, but it's actually a sword.
Well, she's dead. For like 5 seconds.
Yeah, she'll be back and in greater numbers too.
Of course. But that was a really cool animation, though.
That's not even its final form.
Oh, we're reporting you to my superiors. Go. Okay, Karen. That was a really cool animation, though. I was like, oh, cool, big gun. No! Sword! I will say the Tornado has cooler animations than the Vong Ray.
It does help that they don't have to, like, that it's not, like, it's just one unit, it's not, like, split between 3, like...
Yeah, that's true.
Grand Bang is. Or Vang Ray, Grand Bang, and Bang Nix.
Where this is just the Tornado and the Tornado Rex.
Tornado Rex.
Alright, Vaughn, what are you doing? Come out, Claw! Man, Inspector Gadget got really dark. No?
Yeah, well.
Okay.
No, I got it. It's just... It just makes me think of that Matthew Broderick movie. Yeah, you forgot it existed, didn't you?
No, I remember. It will never go away. You mean when he became Inspector Gadget because Dr. Claw blew him up?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, it was basically RoboCop.
It's like RoboCop, except comical.
I mean, it depends on your definition of comical. It's like it was a comical attempt at making a movie. From what I remember.
Yeah, it wasn't exactly great.
Weren't great, no.
Could have been worse.
It's a guy who wants revenge, but he's even edgier than Van.
Who?
Ray.
Oh, Ray. Oh, Ray, you precious little boy.
I do like the stills they make for this game. They make a lot more unique stills in this one.
I remember that time when they I haven't even talked about it, when they hired Ray and Van to fight in a duel, and Ray just shot both employers. Like this seemed much faster. I don't think you have to deal with Ray's annoying brother in this that much though, so that's a plus.
Ray.
You get Wendy's brother, though. Because he's here now.
No, that's because he's an idiot.
Remember when Ray could have just killed Claude like halfway through the series and then Joshua ruined it?
Yeah. I mean, if he'd have done that, it would have made Bob pretty pissed.
Yeah, but it also would have saved them a lot of trouble.
Yeah, it would have ended
And a lot of death.
Fucking Joshua is the worst.
Poor Joshua.
It's not poor. No, fuck him.
Oh, what'd he do?
He stopped Ray from killing the main villain halfway through the series.
Oh. Well, Joshua, sucks for you.
It's just generally a punk. Like, his entire thing is that he simped for Ray's wife.
Simp! You're a simp!
And he wants Ray to give up. He wants Ray to give up his vengeance crusade and just come home, even though his wife is dead.
Yeah, he has no home to go back to. His wife is dead.
My parents are dead.
All you can do is shoot things now.
Oh, I remember this cutscene. They had this in V as well, the one where the successors to do their war declaration.
Yeah.
Yes.
War were declared.
And then it was war.
War was declared.
And then there was much fighting.
In AD 2101, war was beginning.
What happened?
In the grim dark future of the 41st millennium, there is only war.
What happened? No?
41st millennium.
No. You're supposed to then respond with, somebody set up us the bomb.
Oh, do we really need to do the whole bit there?
It's over. The moment's gone now.
I was like, man, do we really want to do that whole bit? I don't think we do.
Yes, I did. Now we can't. Now it's done. Time has passed. It's over.
I'm okay with this. We can just hit Exterminatus on that joke, not gonna lie.
And then Aikido goes with the pirates. Because we can't have the Arcadian Aikido for long.
They are still the pirates, and you are a government lapdog, so...
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much. It's not like Z2 where you're a bunch of cool rebels.
Yeah, but Z2 probably also has Code Geass in it, doesn't it?
I mean, it does. Yes, that's
Yeah,
why.
that means you're less cool rebels.
But you get to kill the Koki-ass people. You get to fight against the Koki-ass people, and you can even kill Lelouch, can't you?
Well, no, you can sort of kill him, but then he's like, "Oh, I survived after all."
Of course he does.
Which is now canon, so...
Which is now canon, yes, but this was like 10 years before that actually became canon.
And then the writer of Code Geass like, oh my god, that's brilliant! Quickly, give me more scenes in playing chess incorrectly. I'll be honest with you, I don't know if he could play a game of checkers.
I mean, I've said before, but I'm pretty sure the Code Mint version of Lelouch is more accurate than people really want to admit. Oh, I forgot to put air holes in this thing!
It's how he really is if the show's writing was written the way everything happens.
I do think one of my favorite jokes in Code Mint, though, is, "Hey kid, get in the car to give you some candy. Dumbass, you just lost yourself some candy." Oh. But hey. At least we should be done with Hokushin for a while.
For a little bit.
But Hokushin always rears his ugly head. It's really
Mr. Zone blaming everybody else.
Can't keep a good Hakushin down.
If it wasn't for you filthy space pirates, I'd be I don't even know what Zone's deal is actually. He's just kind of a dick.
He got his ass whipped by fucking the Arcadia before, and now he's like,
Ah, fuck you, Arcadia! I'm gonna kill you! Ah, shit, I got my ass kicked! Fuck you, Arcadia! I'm gonna kill you! Ah, shit, I got my ass kicked!
Now I have the fire! Oh, I still lose. Why? Why can't I beat you?
alright. This is a good stopping
It's
point.
because this is the true power of Sonic Heroes.
True. But this is a good stopping point. The map's over. So I'll see you guys next time for more Super Wars Time to Leave. It's time to leave. Bye.